So this is the Arboleaf body composition scale. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go with it. I'm going to try and walk you through everything. Not only does it obviously measure your weight with the scale, but it'll measure BMI. It connects with Android and Apple devices. You will have smart reports that you can download. It'll connect to your phone via Bluetooth with the app. I'll walk you through the app as well. I've already downloaded it. There's a lot of cool things. You can connect to Google Fit, a Fitbit, an Apple device, and it'll track your steps and it'll keep all of that stuff in here. You can have multiple users, so multiple people that are jumping on and weighing themselves, and it'll give you all that information. A couple details just so you're aware. Let's see, up to 500 pounds or 226 kilograms. For those of you that are weighing yourself on this, it takes 3 AAA batteries to basically charge this. And then a little bit more from the website. Just want to make sure that I get it all out there at the beginning. It's got an LED display. It's 11 by 8.1 by 11 by 8.1, so basically 12 by 12 inches, maybe a little tiny, a little bit sliver. It does have a 14 body composition analyzer. It's going to go through your weight, BMI, body fat, your fat-free weight, subcutaneous fat, visceral fat, water, muscle mass, bone mass, protein, BMR, body age. So you put all that in the app. It basically connects to the scale and gives you all that information. Super precise on the weight, up to 500 pounds or 226 kilograms, which I just talked to you about. The app, I've already jumped in, super user-friendly. It's getting, the app itself is 4.5 stars on all the devices with over 100,000 downloads. So they also have a dedicated US-based customer support, so you can call in if you have any questions or anything like that. So the safety and the initial setup is super easy. As always, just a little bit of advice is don't use something like this when your feet are wet or you're on a slippery floor, or if you have a pacemaker, but you can pair with your phone. And so we're going to unbox it, show you what's in the box, take it upstairs, get the app connected, get the batteries charged, and walk you through how to use the app and measure all your stuff and set yourself up as a user on the device. Let's go. Okay, here we go. You can see all the information here. There's a customer service here, service number here, the email here, all of the things I kind of walked you through a little bit. Pretty simple, I would imagine, on the unboxing, is we're probably just going to have the weight machine itself, which looks very good. I'm actually going to turn off our above light here so you can see that. And we've got some non-skip pads on the bottom. And then we have the user guide here. So the user guide is going to have multiple languages in it, walk you through different things like that. There are 4 different areas, right? And you can see right here when you're jumping on the scale, you want to make sure that your feet are touching all of them and everything is working. It's going to give you some errors if you're not connected to Bluetooth or the wireless or different things like that. So let's unbox this, or let's unpackage this, put some batteries in it, and get up and show you what it looks like when we jump in the app. Just have to mention this. I love when things come with batteries. It's amazing. As a family with lots of people, when we get holiday gifts or different things like that, I love it when they come with batteries. So it does have batteries. There's a little this piece of paper that you pull out, and it should be good to go. Oh, wow. There it is. There is the LCD screen right there. Looks like it's probably calibrating right now. So I am going to take this up to our bathroom so I can get a better view of what this looks like. But right now, we're going to connect to the app. And so I'm going to jump over to a screen record. And I may just have it right on the screen right here. Okay, so we are in the app, and I've actually gone through my profile and added some stuff. So we'll add a device here in just a second, but when we jump in, we're going to jump into me, right? And it's going to allow you to connect to your Fitbit, a Health Connect, Google Fit, different things like that. You also have settings. When you go into settings, it's going to ask for your weight, your height, a lock pin, different things like that to connect to everything. So you'll choose your units, and that's going to be pounds and inches and calories for me. I'm in the United States. But when we get back to our home screen, when we get back to our home, it's going to have our weight. It's going to have my BMI, which is probably pretty high for my age. I know I'm overweight by about 25 pounds. And so once we're here, we will get all of our information. I have not yet connected today's steps or the heart rate or what I've eaten or food or anything like that. But I'm going to go to devices, and I'm going to add a device. And you'll see that Arboleaf has a bunch of different devices, so I'm going to select on the Smart Body Fat Scale. So we'll do there, and I'm going to agree on the Bluetooth here, and I'm going to make sure that the scale is actually on. So by basically just stepping on the scale with both feet, you're allowing the Bluetooth to turn on. There it is. It finds that. So now we are going to be connected to our scale, and we can create basically a user profile. So the user profile, as I finish this up, I'm now going to switch from the screen record, and I'm actually going to go back to the scale and see if I can do both of these things at the same time, and film both. But as I step on the scale, right here I have the option to measure. So again, I'm just going to push with my hands. I'm not actually going to step on the scale because it's on a table. And you'll see right there that it's pulling my weight. I'm just pushing down with my hands, going back and forth. You can see that on the screen record. And so I'm actually going to switch this back off of the app and go back to the scale, and so that we can see that we would have our latest thing. So the really cool thing here is we have the opportunity or the option to set a goal. So I want to say get down to 175. And I was at about 200 earlier this month. I kind of went sugar-free, well, candy-free and junk food-free for the month of October until Halloween. And then obviously Halloween, I kind of let it go. So I'm going to go to 175, and I'm just going to put that in as my goal. And body fat, we're at 20%. I'm just going to go to 15%. Oh, I don't have any body fat data, so I can't put that in. But you can see once I have my goals in here, it's going to tell me where I want to go, and it's going to basically help me reach my goal. So anytime I weigh in, it's going to tell me, hey, I want to save all of this. It's saved. So there's a lot of other things that we can do in here. We can obviously weigh ourselves, which we've already done. We have options to look at all of our weights. So if we're going back in time, we could see ourselves, 6 months ago, 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, or 2 weeks ago. I'm not necessarily a person that weighs myself every day. I don't necessarily. Okay, so we are back in the bathroom. I've added some blood pressure stuff. I have not measured myself. I can already tell the one thing that I can see, this is just a personal thing with this, is the fingerprints. Obviously my fingers will not regularly be on this, but my wife does not love fingerprints. But anyway, so I'm going to jump on the scale, not jump on it, but sit on it. So this is glass, right? So when we talked about this before, is not jumping on when you're wet, or you have wet feet. So let me just angle the camera a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can get a close up of me kind of standing on it, and then with the weight. So you'll see that it's connected to my phone. It ran through all those numbers. I do have a hoodie on today, and maybe my old scale was wrong, but this makes me feel a little bit bigger than I am, 200 pounds. But maybe our old scale is wrong, and I have been overweight even more than I thought I was. Either way, that was kind of an eye-opening thing. I haven't been over for 200 pounds for a long time. So you saw it kind of run through everything. I'm going to do that one more time, and you'll see it connect to the phone and basically run through all the data. So you'll see the Bluetooth button is going. It's got my weight, and now it's flashing for all of the information from the phone, like my heart rate, my BMI, other things like that I would have entered in. So all of those things mean something different as far as your lungs, your body mass, your bone pressure, like water, all of that stuff. So some of that I might have to enter in individually in the app, but it does connect to the machine when I weigh every morning. So my initial impressions are, this is fantastic. This is our old one here. Not to advertise an old device, but I mean, when I say it's old, it's probably 10 or 15 years old. We're excited to use this one on a daily basis. And my wife's going to add her stuff to it, and so we can both separately have different users. But straight out of the box, easy to use, Making this video probably took the whole process, maybe 15 minutes. You could get this up and running in 5 minutes if you downloaded the app before you even got it. Again, this is the Arboleaf weight scale that connects and tracks a ton of different stuff, if you could see previously in the video. Thanks so much for watching.